Sorry.
No, you're
Hi.
good. How are you guys? Long time no see.
Good, how are
Great. How are
you?
you? Oh,
I'm so good. I'm so happy we're doing this.
oh my gosh. Yes, I'm
Thanks for
so
having me.
excited.
I'm
Yay.
I'm Bethany. I'm the founder.
Hi,
I'm
Bethany.
Megan. Oh, sorry. I
No,
got I'm Megan. I'm the social media manager. I network a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. This means a lot. Like seriously, you have no idea.
oh my God, of course. I'm so happy to be doing this. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay, so let's just do you want to do like a little intro or should we just jump to it? No.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Okay, well, I think you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then I think Bethany's going to start off with the questions.
Okay, perfect. Well, a little about me. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. So grew up in Music City, which I couldn't have lucked out more. I live in LA now for about the past 2 years. And yeah, I love it here. I've been pursuing music since I was a little kid. So it's been almost a decade of doing this. And I'm just so in love with it. Couldn't do anything else.
Okay. Who or what inspired you to start writing music and pursuing it as a career?
Well, I think for me, like it really was growing up in Nashville, like being surrounded by a music scene at that young of an age, it really like it never seemed like this impossible out of reach career. It was very normalized, honestly. And I think the way that I fell in love with music and being an artist and songwriter is through going to see live shows. Like I just saw live shows all the time and I just wanted to do it so bad and I felt like I was studying all the time. And yeah, when it comes to like songwriting, I actually have like such a vivid memory of I used to do this like kids open mic night every Sunday and I would sing to like karaoke tracks because I didn't start writing music yet. I was like 11 years old and I remember seeing this 14-year-old girl come up with her guitar and play an original song and I was like, "Oh my God, like I'm not coming back here until that's me." And so I wrote a song, I started learning guitar and trying to master my craft and then I went back and I only played like originals and that's kind of how I like started writing and I released my first song when I was 12 years old. So it's been exactly 10 years. Luckily you can't hear that song anymore. It's not on streaming services, but yeah, I've been at it for a while.
Yeah, that's crazy. 12 years old. I didn't know that. I'll have to do some digging. Um,
Literally
uh,
crazy.
um, so about songwriting, what's the song you've written that you feel like most represents who you are as an not just as an artist, but as a person? And that can be like something that you've written
Mm,
recently or like something on an
yeah.
album. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, like I feel like all my songs really collectively represent who I am as a whole. It's kind of hard to pin it down to one song because I do think of songs as like individual like feelings or little moments captured. So I feel like yeah, and we're so much more than like one feeling or situation as people. I will say, I'm sure many artists say that it's the unreleased stuff that they resonate with most, and I'm gonna add myself to that list because it's just like the most current thing that we're going through. I feel like the most recent stuff is always gonna, I feel like, resonate more. But the music that I'm working on right now, has kind of really like caused me to come into myself and I've like gained a confidence not only in my craft and in my artistry, but in me as a person that literally I've lacked for so long. And it's the best feeling in the world to be able to like fully stand behind what you're making and feel so proud of it. And so that's kind of how I feel about this new batch of unreleased music. Um, and yeah, I'm thinking of honestly one song in particular that was the first song we wrote for this project. And it vocally just represents who I am so much. Like it's just stylistically exactly how I feel like I was made to sing. And then lyrically, it's honestly about how I want to be loved and how I love. And I think like the way that we love one another and are taught to love is such like a huge part of who we are as people. So yeah, maybe that song I'm like, should I say the name of it? It's like unreleased, but it's, I mean, who cares? It's called Something You Do. And so yeah, that song I think might be the one that comes to mind right now.
Awesome. That's wow, that's so cool. I'm so excited for whatever that's about to be and
Yeah.
hear that.
I can't wait for you to hear it.
Yeah.
If you had a set songwriting process, what would that usually look like?
Well, for me, obviously, it definitely depends on if I'm writing alone or if I'm writing with people, but I definitely tend to gravitate towards melody first. A lot of times I'm like very chord based. Like I love having a guitar in my hands when I'm writing. I love like figuring out the chords and then a lot I mean most of the time I'll start singing a melody and then the lyrics come to me as I'm singing that melody. And I'm kind of like, why is my brain telling me to say these words right now? And then I'll like come to the meaning of the song. And most oftentimes I'm not even trying to, but it's like exactly what I'm going through at the time because your subconscious tends to do that. But yeah, so I'd say I'm definitely a very like melodic person first, and then like a subconscious writer, and then it'll strike me.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my gosh. Great.
Yeah.
So what is one of the most surprising things that you've learned about yourself through songwriting and releasing music?
Ooh, oh my gosh. Well, I honestly think songwriting and releasing music and being artist is like completely made up who I am. Like I feel like that I've been doing it for so long now that it really is like built into who I am. So I think I've learned everything and it's caused me to come to so many revelations in my life and like self-discovery moments. I think like music tends to do that. But yeah, I think like in songwriting, when it comes to, I guess, the process, I think songwriting has kind of made me realize that I do know what I want and I know what I don't want. And I am extremely collaborative, but at the same time, I am stubborn and I'll fight for what I want. But yeah, I can't really write in a voice that isn't my own voice. So I think like it's caused me to really discover my voice and what I want to say and who I am. And I'm so grateful I have that life and I have that kind of passion in my life because I truly like don't know who I would be without music.
Oh my gosh, I totally relate. It's wonderful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's like a pick, choose your own adventure, but
Yeah.
it can be something you've recently released or something that's coming up, whatever you're comfortable sharing. But what would be like the overall message, the vibe to one of your projects?
Ooh. Well, I think when it comes to my music as a whole, when I try and like sum up my overall message, I kind of just like think about who I am as a person because that tends to be a reflection in my music. And I think like I'm a very positive person, honestly, but I'm also not a very like just positive for no reason. Like I think I'm a very like positive, hopeful person, but at the same time, like if someone's being horrible, like I'm gonna fight them on it. So I think like that is a through line through all my music. Like even the sad songs are has have a little bit of hope to them, and even the sassy songs are made a little like fun and sassy so that it's not like too mean, you know what I mean? So I feel like I think when I think of how to like sum up my projects, it would kind of be that what do I want people to feel when I'm playing these songs live? And I think that is like connected to each other and positivity and yeah, that's kind of what I want to represent.
That's great. Do you face any challenges as a smaller singer-songwriter?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I will say I feel like I've been so lucky throughout my entire career to have had the opportunities I've had and I do not take them for granted at all. Like genuinely, I've learned so much from every step of this. But yeah, I think a big thing about being an artist in general is like there's so much self-doubt that comes with that. And like part of being an artist is really like riding the highs and like getting through the lows, like it's ever changing. But it is just like a very untraditional path of life. And I wouldn't pick it over anything else. There's no other option for me. So you just gotta like work hard to make it happen. And I also think a big thing for me is like you just have to be a little delusional. The only way to get through this is to be delusional.
Quoting that one.
Yeah.
That's great. I I'm sure we all relate.
Oh yeah.
So, what is your like I know you just said what the challenges, but what would be like your favorite part of being an artist, small or just an artist in general?
Oh, I love that. I would say honestly, like getting to connect with strangers is such a beautiful thing, and I don't know too many other career paths that is like the sole purpose of, I feel like. So I think like getting to tour the world and travel and meet all different types of people and meet the people that come to see you perform is such a special thing to have like a really intimate connection with somebody that you've never met before that truly is a stranger, but it really makes you realize like we all have something in common. And I think it's really cool to get to see that on a regular basis in doing what I do.
Yeah, I guess side tangent. I heard
Yeah.
we're all very connected within our little like community. So like you,
Yes.
Deb.
Yeah.
So I heard that you gave Haley a ride home.
Yes. Literally, that's what I'm talking about.
I, bro, I there was in a group chat and I was like, wait, Devin and Lindsay?
Yes.
Just crazy.
And
That's
I think that's also the beauty of like being a small artist, like getting to have these like real connections with people that I mean, like that it's an insane thing to be able to do that. But I was like, I see you as more than just a random stranger. I'm like, I'm not gonna let you be stranded in downtown. Like I have to drive you home. Like what's gonna happen to you? I'm
Yeah.
worried. I'm worried.
so
Devin and I pulled such a motherly move.
yeah, you gave him clothes too.
Yes, I was literally like, I drove them in my car and I was like, I have so much clothes I'm about to like give away to Goodwill. Do you guys want to just like take a look before you go? And it
That's so
felt
awesome.
it felt so big sister. I was just like, have at it. Like take my hand-me-downs.
That's like my like when we got to talk to you and like everyone else, like that's like our favorite part. Like the
Yeah,
music,
and same.
wonderful and amazing. And then
Yeah.
like you don't get to talk to Taylor Swift after the Eras tour. Like
No,
we get to talk to you
truly.
guys after shows. It's wonderful.
Yeah, truly. I think that's the cool thing about like the relationships we all have, and also like the beauty of you guys. Like a lot of people have made their core friendships through finding our music in that way. And I think it's so cool that you guys have each other, and it's so special to have be a part of a community like that.
Yeah, we met through Grace and then we ended up going to Coachella together. So it's
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, see, exactly. There you go. You know all about that.
This is like funner, but if you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be and why?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I have a massive list, but I would say Alicia Keys is a big one for me. Like I've just always looked up to her for as long as I can remember, honestly, and I respect her so much as an artist and also a human. Like she's just an incredible person from what it seems like. And her, I also love her and have been a fan of her for like a decade as well. And um John Mayer would be a huge one. He's someone I really admire when it comes to the guitar world, and I love guitar. And also, like recently, I've been thinking, I wrote a song recently that I need Anderson .Paak to be on. So that's been on the top of my brain.
these are really good. I not that
Thank
anything is
you.
wrong with it, but we get like Taylor Swift, Gracie Abrams, Maisie Peters.
Yeah.
Totally. And I love them too. I just like I make such different type of music, I feel like than, than
Yeah,
those artists. But
wonderful.
I would obviously if Taylor was like, hey Lindsay, do you want to collaborate? I'd be like, whatever you want, girl. Like I guess. Like, of course, sure.
Yeah, whatevs.
If I'm free, like
Yeah. If you had one piece of advice for your younger self,
mm.
what would it be?
Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about this earlier today because I have like a little advice note in my like notes app of just little things I think of all the time because it's nice to like remind yourself. But one of the top things on there is you can't be everything to everyone. And I wish like younger me would have known that a little bit more as far as like people pleasing and trying to fit into every single world. And it's just like, just stick to what is true to you and nurture that and nurture what is unique and special about you. And don't change yourself for anyone or the industry. Like they'll catch on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's a big thing that I feel like I am starting to like have a whole revelation about now recently. I'm like, I wish younger me would have really, really stuck to her word with that because I'm just now like really sticking to that.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh my God, thanks.
That's the last question, unless Bethany has another one.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I don't. But do you have any questions for us?
Oh my gosh, so is this like how long have you guys been doing this vlog?
I started this like New Year's Eve.
No way. Is this like your New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm obsessed and you actually followed through. That's incredible.
Yeah. It's gotten me so many places.
That's so awesome. How did you guys get into music?
Uh,
I like always like music. Like I would grow up playing like a few instruments, but never that like into it. But I just like the
Yeah,
community that I found through like fandoms.
that's so special. Wow.
yeah, I grew up like loving Lady Gaga, and my mom is
Love.
pretty good friends with her brother, or sorry, her manager's brother. And so I don't know, I just like was like always like, oh, that's a cool connection. Like that's something I would want to do.
You're like aware of the industry, like at a young
Yeah,
age.
and like
Yeah.
my dad is in the industry, so like I'm just like I was always like, oh, like that's a feasible thing that I could do. So I'd always
Yeah.
like follow it because this is what I want to do, hopefully, fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
But you're already doing it, girl.
As my career, just like making music and putting stuff out.
Oh,
So
it's
I just love
amazing.
like being aware of like how normal everything is because I know some people are
Mm.
like that's unattainable and all that stuff, but I
Yeah.
love being very aware of just like it is achievable if you work hard and keep doing it.
Totally. Yeah, that's amazing. Wow, you guys. Well, honestly, I admire you both. Like, it's so cool what you're doing, and I am so happy to be a part of this now. Thank you for having me.
Of,
Thank you.
of course, if we could take one, I'll take a little screenshot on my computer
Right, of
for a
course.
thumbnail. Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
let's
do
3, 2, oh, 1, go. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
it. Did we get it? I did my signature like mouth open. I don't. I panicked. I
Oh
panicked,
yeah.
girls.
Am I frozen right now?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
You're
yeah,
back
there
now.
you are.
Um, I just was wondering, are you gonna be at the Ethan show that Tristan's opening for?
Yes, I'll see you guys there.
I'll
I'm
see you there. I don't know if Bethany's
there.
coming.
Okay,
I don't think I
you
can.
can't.
I have an
Oh,
AP test that day before, and
we'll
she has
miss
AP
you.
tests
Oh
that
my,
day. So,
you guys, you are
boo.
working overtime.
Well, I will see you there. Thank you so much. I really
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank
I'm
you
glad your
guys.
manager responded because you were the only one.
I'm down anytime. This is so fun. Thank you for
Yes.
having me.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Have a
much. Have a
good
lovely
weekend.
day. Thank you so
You
much.
too.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yay.
Woo! Yay. Wait, that was so good.